What is Festivus?
It's nothing. Former DNC Chair Donna Brazil's new book, Hacks, the inside story of the break-ins and breakdowns that put Donald Trump in the White House.
And at the Festivus dinner, you gather your family around and tell them all the ways they have disappointed you over the past year.
And I could not control the purse string of the Democratic Party, and I had to figure out what was going on within the party, that the chair of the party, and remember, I wasn't just the chair, I'm also a vice chair. I was an officer for 8 years. 8 years under President Obama. I knew what was going on within the party. I become chair and I'm trying to write a check for something. I raised the money and they're like, you got to get signed off from Brooklyn. I said, Brooklyn?
Here's what I know. I was chair of the party, but more importantly, I was an officer of the DNC. I've been a member of the Democratic National Committee since 1997. I know how things operate. I'm a former chair of the party.
And what I learned was there was a memorandum of understanding in addition to the joint fundraising agreement that hampered the DNC's ability to control its communication and some of its financial investments.
Festivus is back! I'll get the pole out of the crawl space.
I wanted to ask you about what's happening right now with Donna Brazil's book. Do you have a response at all?
I don't.
Just giving you a chance.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm sure Donna was under a lot of pressure from her publisher to put this book out right on this election week when we have critical elections happening around the country. I wish she'd just put her foot down and said no. The DNC came to our campaign and said, we need help. We're not prepared for the general election. We created the memo of understanding that was there. It wasn't about the primary election. And as Brianna said, we were very frustrated with the DNC many times.
I'm not focusing on what Robbie is saying. I am focusing on making sure that grassroots Democrats know that our party is going to become stronger. You have to let these wounds heal.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
The high command of Brooklyn, the people who were making the decisions, even for the DNC, they didn't come and work with us. They told us to shut up.
Came back and said, Robbie, I just left Little Haiti. Or Robbie, I was in Cuyahoga County. Or Robbie, I just left Colorado. And I wanted the campaign to understand that we needed yard signs. We needed radio spots.
Imagine you're the chair of the party. I'm from Louisiana. I am from the South, and I cannot get one poster outside of Florida, Virginia, and North Carolina to go home to Louisiana or Mississippi or Alabama. I can't send any resources to those states. I'm the chair of the party. And by the way, I didn't ask to be chair, George.
Let's rumble!
I don't know whether Donna Brazil is a kook, but what she says is kooky.
We certainly don't recognize the campaign she describes. We also don't recall some of the events she said that happened.
Throughout the campaign, we raised concerns about the role of the DNC and sort of tipping the scales for Hillary Clinton's campaign. And I think this just validates what many of us already knew about what was happening.
Do you think, though, that what we're learning from Donna Brazil's book suggests that the campaign, that what the Democratic National Committee did, meant this election was rigged?
Yeah, I think it was.
Another Festivus miracle.
I think the DNC should apologize to the millions and millions of people who put their heart and souls into the campaign on both sides, frankly. There are many people out there who campaigned for Hillary believing it was a fair process. It was not a fair process.
George, for those who are telling me to shut up, they told Hillary that a couple of months ago. You know what I tell them? Go to hell. I'm going to tell my story.
Your overall reactions to Donna Brazil's book? Your role in it, your comments in it.
I'm focused on doing the best job that I can to represent my constituents here in Florida's 23rd Congressional District. I can assure you that folks in the neighborhoods in Hollywood are much more concerned and talking to me and raising those issues when I see them in the cafes and coffee shops in our district than they are about anything related to last year's election.
We had some good times.